As here say that the Northerners protest at the Federal High Court against Tinubu send strong message. So in this video, they listed every angle or sector that Tinubu have failed on: security, agriculture, education, school, health, many places that APC have failed on. And they are asking, why is this APC government still planning to run again in the next election despite failing on all their promises? Here is from an elderly woman. She said that Tinubu promised us light and asked us not to vote for him if he fails to fulfill his promise. We must not allow him another chance to destroy us. An elderly woman sent a strong message to Nigerians. She is more politically enlightened than a majority of Nigerian youth. So she was saying that Tinubu told us that if he fails to give us lights, we should not vote for him. But guess what? We have not seen lights, no security, no job, no nothing in Nigeria. And the same government that have failed in all these days are still planning to come again and win election. Because right now, they are more focused on how they can win the election than how they can even protect the lives of Nigerians. Imagine, despite people being killed in Nigeria, our own president is not in Nigeria. Here I say that return home, cancel trips, protect Nigerians in the South Africa. As a question, they tell Tinubu. Because our president is not in the country where his people are being killed every day by day. I mean, every day by day. People are being killed. Forget that now that this insecurity is no more circulating because of the next election. But guess what? People are being killed every day by day. If I show you guys the headlines of today alone, you'll be shocked to see that people were killed yesterday. Every day by day, people are being killed. But guess what? We are more focused on how we can win the next election, despite people being killed. But that aside, he also said that I am an APC member, and I know if the election is free and fair, APC will lose. This man is an APC member. He said that if election is being held on a ground of free and fair, that APC will not even have any chance to win. Then he said that APC trying to stop or destroy opposition is not advisable, that is killing democracy. And lastly, this young man was making a video. He said that every day you shout City Boy movement, but look at Nigeria, there is no light. This is a shop. He is showing that everybody is coming to charge their phone and pay because there is no light by this our government. And our government are still the same people that say that if they don't give us lights, we should not vote them. But guess what? They are trying to come and take power by force from Nigerians. So also watch this video if you haven't got a view in the comment section. Don't forget to like and comment. Subscribe if you're new here. Now take a look.
Interference or covert with the judiciary. Courts must never be reduced to instruments of political engineering. The moment justice is manipulated, the nation itself placed on trial. 2. Let democracy break. Mr. President, let democracy break. Democracy cannot function under intimidation, coercion, or calculated manipulation. Civic peace, space, decent and lawful opposition are not inconvenience. They are the lifeblood of any functional republic. Number 3, fear of competition. A government that seeks to weaken opposition betrays a lack of confidence in its own leadership. Democracy thrives on competition. Suppressing it, not strength, is fear. A clear threat to democracy. The emerging pattern of action points unmistakably towards a dangerous drift into authoritarianism. If unchecked, this will not only erode constitutional order, but also threaten national unity and stability. No opposition, no credible election. Election without credible oppositions are nothing more than state exercise democracy, demanding fairness, openness, and equal opportunity for all political actors. Number 6, the Attorney General of the Federation must be neutral. He is not serving an individual. He is not serving the president alone. He is serving the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is being paid by Nigerian resources and is working for the Nigerian. He has to respect the dignity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Office of the Attorney General of the Federation must remain firmly anchored in neutrality and the rule of law. It must not be weaponized for political ends. Neutrality is not optional. It is constitutional duty. Nigerians are watching. Nigerians are watching the judiciary. Nigerians are watching the Attorney General of the Federation action. History will judge him. History will judge him. the judiciary, Nigerians are watching you. To the judiciary, this is a defining moment. History is recording your conduct. Any surrender of judicial independence, whether through pressure, technicalities, or expedience, will have profound consequences. It will weaken the rule of law, embolden impunity, and destroy public confidence in justice. Warning of misuse of technicalities and parties delisting. We are alarmed by the move suggesting the use of technicalities and administrative maneuvering to weaken or delist political parties, particularly those whose strong roots in the northern Nigeria. If the court lend legitimacy to such action without strict adherence to the due process and substantive justice, it will be seen as judicial endorsement of political exclusion. That part is dangerous, it risks differentiation, deepen division, and could trigger widespread unrest in the country. Consequences of judicial capture, where the judiciary is perceived as an extension of the executive, citizens inevitably lose faith in the lawful remedies. When court fails, the street becomes the courtroom. No nation survives such a breakdown without serious consequences, just like Sudan and other nations. We are watching and we will hold the line. We are closely monitoring every action of this administration and every pronouncement of the courts. Let it be clear understood. We will continue to defend democracy through lawful, peaceful, and constitutional means. However, we will not be indifferent. We are prepared to bear the lawful cost and sacrifices necessary to ensure that Nigeria works for all. After all, the lives of Sardauna, the lives of Tafawa Balewa, our own forefathers sacrificed their lives for the betterment of Nigeria. We reaffirm this protest is peaceful. Our demands are constitutional. Our resolve is one onward. Uphold the Constitution, defend the independence of the judiciary, protect the integrity of elections, preserve Nigeria democracy. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Justice Mukeso. My name is Banky. My name is Banky. I'm one of the 10 different northern Nigeria groups.
Nigeria 2023, Tinubu say if he win, he no give us light. We no vote for him again. Nah. Tinubu don't say he won't come back. For 44 years, we say he won't come back. I will see him. We dey cook. We can't live. Jonah, pull oil no catch him. He wants to put another one. Now we say we swore. Why we go there ebo Tinubu? Tinubu na God. Tinubu no be God. Now this light is that time where Bulgaria can go. Where Bulgaria go? Tinubu from Nigeria carry people they go Bulgaria, Niger. You get who know? Now small picking where they ride bicycle. Take Tinubu, may your leg there. We must get light. After our president don't come, we must get light. If he try him, that is a soldier. Only go fire go burn. So Tinubu can't go back. Because he was yes sir. Now be Tinubu to enter on our body. Una vote or una no vote. Obiakpo go see from on the way come ring for him. Me, Rogediye. Madam, I no go try him. Now no be the same smoke all of all day. My see make Tinubu say we be snake. May we get up. Make Tinubu no take us tie wood. Una beg. I dey beg una. May we not try them. Make Tinubu not talk say, I better say, them be mugu your shoe, them be mugu. May we take soda wash our mugu, give Tinubu, make Tinubu carry. No light, no road, no water. Anybody who wants say water for street, happy rubber, 200. Now everybody they go river. Oh. Tinubu don't fly them say make they carry people for inside river. Now me they say me I talk to Nigeria. Me na here oh. Now what Tinubu talk oh for to me oh. Tinubu what they do? No good oh. Come out your hand oh. If people, thank God, nobody go gain. Thank God.
I be APC member. I dey tell some people say if we keep elections for ground, make people vote their hearts.
Yes.
We go win or we no go win. The answer be say we no go win. Now the truth of the matter be that too. So how you want being go to give those kind of interpretation? Say that one place for Iran, now it costs the fact say with the hungry people they suffer currently. Some elements for inside APC they stop opposition to exist. Now bad thing. It don't make sense. Allow opposition exist. Look, we keep them for ground. So when you win election, next time you go sit up. So nobody will think of the japa. Most of the people with the japa now toilets then they watch for abroad. The image of Nigeria abroad no sweet.
Hey.
You will see men they wash toilet to survive. It don't make sense. South Africa for our backyard here, they abuse us. Even Ghana, many years back, now Ghanaians they polish our shoes for this. You know sweet. So now everybody factor. But first, what we put them for leader. The inside our security, sabotage, they see where they don't reach.
Yes.
They go well for road. Some years back, we see how now the hunters or which people that then go save security operative. You order boat for Abuja, a whole Abuja, like tire leg they shake.
You say you be member of the ruling party.
Yes, now.
Why shame they catch you to support the ruling party?
Oh, see, if we wait the party, you know, they tell ourselves the truth first. That's more truth. Then we don't enter Wahala. But most importantly, be saying, what thing they will remember our party for? This studio fine, no?
Yeah.
In fact, for my life, when I first time I enter fine studio. Now leadership. If we solve leadership problem, every other thing will take shape. So we just need to look at ourselves, search our hearts, and lead well. If it never happened to you and we keep quiet, one day it will happen to us.
Every day when they shout city boy movement, see the only hope where the youth get. Now phone, people power bank, now be this one. No lights. Lights will not fit bring. No lights, no good road, nothing in this country. Every day, city boy movement, city boy. Waiting now they move. No development, waiting now they move. Obi Kubana Chief Prince, waiting now they move. Shei, waiting now they move. City boy movement, yeah. People phone, I be all this one. People phone, people power bank. The only hope when we get for lights, 400, 300 every day for country where work no day. Every day, city boy movement, now they do rally full everywhere. Make them vote for now for the rubbish one they do. Now Nigeria youth will no get sense. Now them my brain. They go still go vote for now.
Well, it is true. From what you have said, that I'm an ally of Mr. P2B.
Right. So wherever he goes, you go.
Yesterday, he announced his defection to the NDC, along with His Excellency Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. And I was there too.
So you're in all the videos.
If you play the videos, you'll see me.
You're in all the videos. So you saw you prominent.
I didn't go there for sightseeing.
Right.
Yeah, and actually I've resigned from the ADC since 1st of May. And tomorrow you'll hear more about it.
So are you going to the NDC?
Yeah, surely. That's the destination.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the African Democratic Congress was supposed to be the grand coalition to challenge the APC. Yeah. What exactly went wrong?
Well, you are a close watcher of political developments in Nigeria. When the coalition came together on the 2nd of July last year, it came with a lot of hope. People came together and Nigerians celebrated that people who can actually stand firm to put their feet down to offer Nigerians new hope have come together. We started from that moment till the end of the year, and coming into the new year, time started ticking, and along the line, legal twists were introduced in the matter. Somebody who resigned as a member of the NWC of ADC went to court to challenge something the party had done to his full knowledge. In fact, I have his post on the Facebook page, his own Facebook page, where he congratulated Senator David Mark for emerging as the national chairman of ADC, alongside with the national secretary, Adeboshola. So suddenly he appeared and went to court, claiming that he was the rightful person to take over in the event of his colleagues resigning. But what he didn't understand was that only himself cannot resign and constitute himself into a national working committee of the party, because the entire people that were in that national working committee resigned. He also resigned. So he recanted and made himself a willing tool to be used to destabilize the party.
Right.
And he went to the court.
I was going to say that the intention might not have been to become anything significant, simply to muddy the water.
Because he couldn't stand alone. But having come into this year, when things were shaping up and everybody was getting ready to go into the political season, the Court of Appeal struck on the 12th day of March 2026 and made an order. After finding an appeal brought before it to be incompetent, the court and the chairman of the panel proceeded to make sweeping order that everybody should maintain status quo ante bellum. That's not even the problem. But she went further to say that parties shall not take any step that will render the proceedings at the trial court nugatory. What that meant was that she tied the hands of the party. And then the INEC chairman, who was there waiting for the order to be made, gleefully came on television and now announced that INEC no longer recognized David Mark and Aribo Shola as the leaders of the party. And in a swift action, removed their names in the INEC portal, denying them recognition. That's what snowballed into this crisis.
Right.
Of some sort.
Yeah, well, thanks for that summary. But some would say that the tea leaves were there to be read from the outset.
Yes.
Because there were always issues around the ADC. And some are wondering why Peter Obi joined the ADC if the same issues he's now citing that you're citing. He cited in his statement division, legal uncertainty, external influence were already visible before he got into the party.
No, there were no pending litigations when the coalition came together. A committee was appointed to do due diligence check on the party. And at the time the coalition came together and unveiled itself on the 2nd of July 2025, there was no pending case.
Yeah, but people like Dumebi Kachuku were already making a lot of public pronouncements about the direction of the party and threatening to take legal action.
He had no power to do what he tried to do. He was a presidential candidate of the party in the 2023 general election. It is only in Nigeria that somebody will contest an election and make himself a leader of the party, whether he wins or loses. In the organ of the party, he has no authority to do anything. The party was magnanimous enough to make him their candidate. He went to the election and was not seen in the election. He lost woefully.
Yeah, but
that will not entitle him to now say that he owns the party.
Yeah, but you have to, I'm sure you understand, you're a very politically savvy person, and you're somebody who survived the sort of nightmare of Nigerian politics and indeed thrived within it. This move from one party to the other raises questions about Peter Obi's judgment. Mm-hmm. You know, he moved from APGA to PDP to Labour to ADC and is now aligning with the NDC. At what point does strategic flexibility begin to look like political instability and a lack of judgment?
In fact, becoming a nomad, in the words of the people who speak for the presidency, nobody in Nigerian politics can say he has not moved from one party to the other. The only thing we'll be counting the number.
Yeah, but people are looking to you to change things. In other words, the reason why people support Peter Obi, many people, is because they believe that he will change things, that he will be extraordinary rather than ordinary. In other words, an ordinary man doing extraordinary things. And, you know, but now he's giving the APC the opportunity. The label they gave him is a political drifter. They're saying, you know, he's moving to all these parties. All this repositioning looks inconsistent.
I would ask you to check the famous story in the Bible where everybody was accusing Mary Magdalene of committing adultery. And Jesus told the her accusers. Any of you who is not without any guilt, through the first two, they lined up.
Yeah, but you see, the difference. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Nobody.
The difference there is that people don't see P2B as Mary Magdalene. They see him as more of a messianic Christ figure who's going to come and change. And you're not going to, if it's that Christ figure, you're not going to start expecting him to line up with the sinners and start.
Let me tell you, movement from party to party happened in Nigeria because of the lack of stability in our polity. Political parties in Nigeria have not developed to the level of exercising control over its members. So in some places, like in America, if you're a Democrat or a Republican, you'll be associated with your party, sometimes for the rest of your life. In Nigeria, the political parties will be there, and people who are in authority will continue to destabilize the political parties.
Yeah.
Like what we faced in the ADC,
yeah, but
is a conscious effort to make people run away from the party. You won't be there to actualize your objective. When the party becomes murky, you cannot remain there.
Yeah, but if he is, I mean, I can understand the point you're making,
yes,
but if he is telling Nigerians that he is about principle,
yes,
not convenience,
yes,
and that he positions himself as a reform candidate, how does constantly changing platforms square with the idea of stability and long-term institution building? Because you've got to have it in you for the long term to stabilize and build institutions. And I mean, the impression certainly his opponents would like to give, and it is up to you to, discredit that. But they're saying that he is looking for the shortest route to a presidential ticket.
Well, Mr. B, when you interviewed
in primaries and all the rest of it.
When you interviewed Mr. B here, he said he will never take part in transactional politics. That is a mark of integrity and principle. If you are part of a system where everything is reduced to Naira and Kobo, you want to become a candidate, you just go and get money and empty the bank and buy the delegates.
Yeah, but here you are making the point that Nigerian politics is a particular way and that it's tarred across the board by the same brush. So what difference is it going to make if he switches from one party to the other?
No, he's known to be like that.
You mean like somebody switching parties?
No.
Right.
Somebody who has very great physical discipline. Peter doesn't waste money. In fact, that he will contest an election and you ask him to bring money. He will ask you, you want me to give you money to serve you? To provide service to you? That is against his principle. And he has lived it. People have identified him with that. And those who support him do not expect money from him anymore. So if he's operating in a system where everything is monetized, and he sees it going into a wrong direction, he can excuse himself. So that's what he has done repeatedly. And people who are now shouting that he's a nomad, he moves from one party to the other, they have the same history of nomadic life in politics.
So what happens if he discovers something untoward in the NDC? I'm not saying there is, I'm just saying...
In the NDC?
Yeah. Hypothetically speaking, what would happen?
Well,
he would move again.
Right now, before we chose NDC, we had to look at the character of people in the party. Because
and you didn't do that in the ADC?
No, it was an amalgamation of all comers. People came from all backgrounds. All politicians were there. You cannot identify ADC with any personal leadership skill of anybody. Everybody who was wearing agbada and known politician who have played it big in Nigeria, everybody came to the same place. And you cannot hold anybody really accountable. For the case of the NDC, Nigerian Democratic Congress, the major leader of that party is His Excellency Senator Seriake Dixon. And I served with him in the Senate. He's one of the strongest senators in terms of principle on national issues. So going to where he is, you can be reasonably assured of decency in the management of the...
Yeah, but what I'm trying to understand is why didn't Mr. Obi and all the rest of you go there in the first place? I mean, the ADC was trying to build a coalition. So the ADC was trying to bring all the opposition together.
Yes. And the
so you could have joined, you could have been part of that coalition, but in the NDC.
We hoped that as the coalition progressed, you'll be able to separate the wheat from the chaff. Things will fall in place, and the coalition will be able to discover in its midst someone they can actually present to Nigerians to be able to win an election.
Right. Just know that the Northerners have abandoned Tinubu, because from here it says that Northerners protest at the Federal High Court against Tinubu send strong message, because we all know that this APC government have not done something that we can use to vote them again in the next election. That is why they are more focused on buying rice, sharing palliatives, trying to use money to buy the conscience of people. But guess what? People are saying no, that they are not going to allow what happened in the last election to happen again, because even the Muslims have come out to give warnings to their fellow Muslims that if you're a true Muslim, there is nothing that concerns you with voting for APC in the next election, that we all know that this is the candidate that we want to vote. And the way people are defecting to NDC is a proof that people have accepted this man called P2B. So here's also what an elderly woman said. He said that Tinubu promised us light and asked us not to vote for him. If he does not fulfill his promise, we must not allow him another chance to destroy us. An elderly woman sent a message to Nigerians. She is more politically enlightened than a majority of Nigerian youth. Here also say that return home, cancel trips, protect Nigerians in South Africa. Ezekwesili tells Tinubu, our president is not in the country right now, despite people being killed on a daily basis. Rather, our government are pardoning terrorists and they are arresting Nigerians that speaks up against the government. This is what Nigeria's government are doing. Even an APC man came out and said that if this election is being on the ground like free and fair election is to hold now, that APC stands no chance of winning, and they know it. That is why they are fighting so hard to destroy any party that comes in between them. They don't want any party to run. And someone said that Atiku is actually helping Tinubu to win election. That Atiku is planning to split votes in the next election so that Tinubu will win. That is not going to happen. This coming from a Nigerian man. He exposed that. And now again, let me get your views in the comment as you watch this video. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're new to my channel, guys. Enjoy the video. Let me get your views in the comment section.